Warlords come out to play. This could be your last day in life. Sacrifice, another actor dies.
I just got out of how can I say? I've been in gangs all my life, you know, in and out of institutions and stuff like that. And just recently, I just got out of prison from doing 10-year bid. I was in the hole, you know, in administrative segregation, and there was a dude. There was two cellies above me, and one of the guys, I guess, ended up killing his cellmate. So basically, a dude called down. I heard like thumping and stuff like that up there, and then before I knew it, I knew there was some type of physical altercation going on, and then after a while, everything went silent, and dude went into the vent and was like, "Hey," called my name. Like, dude, I was like, "What's up, man? What y'all got going on up there?" And he was like, "Man, I just killed my cellie." So I was like, "Whoa." Right, I've heard stories and stuff like that about that sort of thing, but when I actually was like right up under it, you know, and it kind of like freaked me out, right? And so I said, "So what do you want me to do?" He was like, "Yell man down." I was like, "Man, fuck that. Well, you yell man down," right? And so anyways, he started yelling man down, and COs that came around, and once they seen what was going on, they started yelling, hit the alarm. And so when they brought the dude out on the stretcher, the dude shitted on himself, and he was tied up. He was tied up, and supposedly like his brain, his head was like smashed in. So like, dude, I guess supposedly what I heard is that he drugged him up first, and then he like took him down and choked him out, and then he tied him up, and then he just started like pounding on his head. That's where I heard all that thumping and stuff. He started like smashing his head in the concrete. So basically after that happened, man, took dude out, put him in the cage, and matter of fact, like the next after they did the investigation and everything, by like 3-4 days later, they threw somebody in there, right? And the dude was in there by himself, and like in the middle of the night, man, I don't know, dude used to just start hollering and stuff like that, saying something was in there that was haunted and stuff like that. Now, so I used to just hear the dude hollering up in there, like telling something to get off of him or something like that, and he used to be up in there tripping out, you know. And then he started beating on his door, telling the COs like, "Hey man, y'all gotta move me from out the cell. Y'all didn't tell me somebody died in here. I'm in there freaking out." And so I used to be down there laughing. You know, laughing at dude like, "Hey, homie, hey, that's just your mind playing tricks on you, man. Relax, man. Ain't nothing, homie. I'm telling you, man. There's something up in here, man. Whoever died up in here, man, they humped me, man. They harassing me, and, you know." So that's pretty much what was going on with that. He should just say like he'll wake up in the middle of the night. He'll I guess he said he'll just sense somebody just like I guess standing at the door like staring at him, and he'll like sense it, and he'll wake up. And he'll look, and the cell be dark, but he said like see like a shadow or something right there, or like sometimes he felt like he couldn't wake up in the middle of the night. He felt somebody was holding him down, and so after he'll finally get up, he'll start hollering and screaming. Some pretty freaky shit right there, man. And then I'm up under it, and I gotta listen to all that stuff that's going on. So it even made me paranoid. And I was in the hole. Administrative segregation, the whole, you know, I basically was doing like a 6-month shoe, participation in a riot, and so you basically you end up doing when you got a shoe like that, you don't never make it to the actual shoe. So I end up pretty much doing that whole shoe term in the hole before I transferred. But yeah, this was in New Corcoran, Sad F. Well, I did about I was only there for about 3 months. For about 2.5 to 3 months before I got locked up and went to the hole. So, well, I've been to New Folsom, but I ain't never been to like Old Folsom, San Quentin, all them other places. That's where it's real haunted. But before I came before I paroled, right, you get a courtesy transfer. And when you from down south, they give you a courtesy transfer from up north. And when I was leaving, I was getting transferred from New Folsom. We had a layover in Tracy, and that's an old prison. I used to be rocking and rolling back in the days, and I was like, they put us just for one night. They put us like in this cell, and I didn't for some reason, man, just the way it looked. They put us like in the hole in administrative segregation, but just the way it looked haunted. It looked like, you know, and so I didn't even go to. I stayed up all night. I stayed up all night because just the way it looked haunted as a motherfucker, man. And just the structure, man, was old. I seen like old writing. I even seen some blood stains, like on the ceiling and stuff like that. And you could tell that stuff was old. Right, so it made me think like somebody got stabbed up in the cell, or, you know, or whatever. But I seen like writing and stuff like that, and the dudes left little passages, like, you know. So I basically stayed up all night, didn't even go to sleep until I got on the bus the next morning. But I never really experienced actually like you say. I ain't never seen, heard no voices or seen any like weird images and stuff like that. And that's pretty much, that's about it, you know. At Homeboy, trying to stay focused, trying to do good, stay on the right track, you know, and get my life back in order, man.
Cool. Tell me how you spell your name.
CLARENCEDELANEY.
Cool. And born and raised in Los Angeles?
Yeah, South Central Los Angeles.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. South Central. South Central. Home of the body bag. Concrete jungle, man.
Hey, I'm gonna cracking no day every day.
Oh? Yeah.